experience. Guys, this is struggling with no baby. I'm a hog, the law, the game flipping like pause. Wish I could get your ass. Up a little less, bitch. I'm just getting rich. I ain't worried about material. I'm trying to see thoughts formulate to some mutual. I'm living in it's just a dream to reality. Let me get what it seems. From the gutter, I'm just serving a plate. Get a plate on some. No, we do it better. Get a little cheddar now. Have a drink, so work out better now. Hey, right now I'm feeling now. Yeah, I'ma hold it down. We pause for a minute. Love how I feel every time that I'm in it. Yeah, slide through. We on nobody really gotta know.
Wanna go if you wanna stay. I was so hard lately. Nowhere all is gonna take me. Going anyway like all in. Like Israel, but they prove it. Made some moves, put some have to grow with. Now I'm swift on the every bad transmission for Frank, so I think that I catch. That's my dreams. Whole squad, be the freshest on the scene. Like Port City, I'm by any means for the clown. I'm just living in my dreams. The back up, my chips down. I'm on, no turning back. Go watch this all in. Here on out, I can't lose this legend. The last shot, that's man. If you wanna go, let's roll. If you want, they can't stay. I won't hardly. They don't know where I'm at. And I'm going anyway like this ain't all in. Yeah. If you wanna go, let's roll. If you wanna stay, I can't. I've been going so bad. Don't know where all is gonna be, but I'm going.
Everybody, it's your girl RawNé on Ride and Shine 209 in Stockton. That's priceless. I got a couple more for you. Here you go with this right here. Oh.
Yeah. Price out. Top. Gang. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I've been on the way. On the road to riches, laying paid. Stock got ain't no it's no probably eat it if shit. Where I'm from, mixtape, not skill tape, liquor straight, wood, hella grace, gas, pedal to the metal. Top floor gang, bitch, get the level, I swear. Buddy, this that jump off right here, y'all get pumped off. Here I'm on the 6, switching, coming up as a cash game. Slang, for real. Tell me, what we ever do? You couldn't walk a mile, knee on my shoes. Kids love me, never lose. Just talking beef, I'm up to only. Just you love a friend and homie. I'm been on them. Can I hit it in the morning? Headed to the top, even though I heard it's lonely. I'm just in that mode. Blow it out. Out of reaching in that mode. Do it for the fuck mode. High on the low. I'm in a bigger picture. I should pose. I'm just in mode. Stop in that mode. Let the roll, I'm just in that mode. Money's going close, just in that mode. When it go, I'm just in that mode. I reach and go, I'm in that mode. For the picture I should pose, I'm just in that mode. Stop and smell the rose, I'm just in that mode. Let the dice roll, I'm just in that mode. Money, toys and clothes, I'm just in that mode. Tell me when to go, I'm just in that mode. Still go, even if I hit the brakes now. The bank is the only thing that's chased now. I got expensive taste now. Every move is level up. It's all gas. I can never let the pedal up. 3 a.m. getting up. It's crunch time. I'm just sitting up. I drive these floors crazy like a hit and run. Can't get enough. Cup is half full. You know life's a bitch and she ain't bashful. You know cash rules. I might flash jewels. I don't know how to act. This is actual. This a Astro. Yo, this ain't just a rhyme, it's a cash flow. Yeah, if I'm ballin', it be hard for me to pass more. And I don't never trip, but if I do, I got the passport. I've been out of reach, reaching goals, I'm just in that mode. Do it for the folks, I'm just in that mode. Getting high on the low, I'm just in that mode. Bigger picture, I should pose, I'm just in that mode. Stop and smell the rose, I'm just in that mode. Let the dice roll, I'm just in that mode. Money's lost and clothes, I'm just in that mode. Tell me when to go, I'm just in that mode. I've been out of reach, reaching goals, I'm just in that mode. Do it for the folks, I'm just in that mode. Getting high on the low, I'm just in that mode. Bigger picture, I should pose, I'm just in that mode. Stop and smell the rose, I'm just in that mode. Let the dice roll, I'm just in that mode. Money, horse and clothes, I'm just in that mode. Tell me when to go, I'm just in that mode.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm like so stoked to share that with you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is your girl RawNé here at Rise and Shine 209 on the Voice of San Joaquin in Stockton. And I got Josh Sartain in the house with me. I want you guys to say hello to him. We already have Nicole, so Chef Tobias, she tapped in and said, good morning, people. Good morning, good people. Welcome, Josh.
Thank you for the donuts yesterday.
And she knows what the news is that we're going to be sharing with everybody. So I think that's pretty awesome. And for everybody out there, what's up to you, Mike, out there? He does his show. So happy hour on Wednesdays, 4 to 6. You can check him out in San Francisco on the FFC. So thank you so much, Mike, for tapping in as you do, sending us music by your artists. Your artists are dope. He is also an artist. He also produces artists. He's one of the biggest, most hardest working producers in the Northern California area, and he just is grinding so hard, and he's so quick. So anybody who's ready to get some work done, he's your man. Definitely tap into his happy hour show on Wednesdays. You can reach him, Mike Lamb, and he taps in. Then we have Josh Sartain, who's entering the scene, you guys. My goodness.
Brand new show coming up.
Brand new show coming up. We're going to be talking about that in just a moment, but I want to tap on a few things, which is the music that y'all heard when we opened the show. You guys, that was Price Ellis, and I don't know if you know who Price Ellis is, but off top, Price Ellis, he has a new album out. Where are we at? And it's called Heavy Mellow. I'm going to take it out of the plastic cover because it kind of gives it a glare. What do you think about that, Josh?
I really like those both songs. I like the second one more, though, I'm not going to lie.
It's pretty chill, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
It's something I would listen to like on a Friday night, just chilling with my buds.
It's pretty chill. The album's called Heavy Mellow. So,
it's nice.
Heavy Mellow by Price Ellis. Oh man, I don't want to get I really don't want to take it out of the plastic. I don't want to get my fingerprints on it. But Price Ellis. And then the first one you guys heard was All In. That is featuring Amaze the Illest, Mike Israel, Air O, and Ashton Martin. So that one, when I asked Price when I got the album, I said, well, which one does everybody like? He said that's the one a lot of people have been saying that they really liked was All In. So I said, okay, we'll go ahead and put that in rotation of people that they like. And I said, well, what do you like? So he said he likes Mode. And Mode is the one that you said you liked the most, the second one. And then he wanted to know which one I liked, if there was a different one. So I wanted to choose a different one for that reason because, you know, he chose one. Mm-hmm. And then everybody else kind of has a favorite, which was All In, which I thought was actually pretty cool and pretty clean as well. But there's one that I do like, and it's called Batter Up. It's track number 8. It features Darian Fields and Muskie. And so Darian Fields, I believe, was recently a winner for the city of Stockton. They have a competition, Visit Stockton. They have a competition.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I know Visit Stockton.
Yes, and they look for somebody to write a song about Stockton, and for the winning artist, they get $1,000 studio time. They get it recorded.
Oh, that's so cool.
Very cool, yes. And so basically, I believe he was the winner on that. And if I'm wrong, I will give you the correct information, but I believe that was the case. So, because what they have to do is they have to create a song, and then they also have to do a video that goes along with it.
Okay.
So they have to do the music video. And I'm gonna give you guys the one I like. It's called "Batter Up." I hope you guys like it just the same.
Price Ellis, you already know, look. Coming straight about the mud. You love it when I talk to you dirty. If I ball, there will be a #1 on my jersey. The topic is boss up, the gossip don't concern me. You know money talks and we over here flirting. Sauce down when I slide through. My next move is the right move. Tough times I still grind through. And they can throw shade, I'ma shine still. Kai hit me, said the hustle can't stop, cousin. They gon' talk down like they on top of it. It's off the world, she don't stop coming. You can save the 2 cents, homie, just like God judge me. Everything I speak on is a cash flow. Heavy mellow, but I'm liable to spaz though. I don't sweat the past, cause there's things I couldn't pass up.
Finding up the handcuff, face down, her side up.
It's all good, I'm thinking better though. Level up, still down for whatever though. Started from nothing, turn me to a go-getter though. I'm out here getting it, and you can still get it though.
So you could get it if you want to. Told you I'm the one to have you doing what you told them other ones that you won't do. Yeah, and it feels too right to be the wrong move. Could I hit it like batter up? All the time I keep it 100, you could add it up. Tell me when you had enough. Even though you moving forward, you could back it up. Like ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Like ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Chasing that bread, I wanna open up a business. I don't do the rap beef, I just chase chicken. Try to give him game, but these niggas don't listen. I'd rather crack cards, I ain't coughing when I'm pimping. Pull up out of baby daddy mama house. I ain't finna touch the nigga, I just wanna holler at him. All that tough talk on the phone, nigga, cut it out. I ain't tryna pull back up at your mama house. Ay, dreams don't come true unless you work my cooking. And the money gon' come if you work my cooking. I'll be damned someone try to hurt my cooking. I'm tryna get rich and have all my cooking. I'm killing everything, I got my foot up on their neck. Better watch what you say, cause it might cause a wreck. If it's money on the phone, then these bitches getting left. Yeah, I wanna fish if it's rolling in them checks. Blew me out my socks, hey, shorty got me blessed. Your eyes hit the ceiling when I'm kissing on your neck. Blew me out my socks, hey, shorty got me blessed. Your eyes hit the ceiling when I'm kissing on your neck. Get it if you want to. Told you I'm the one to have you doing what you told them other ones that you won't do. Yeah, and it feels too right to be the wrong move. Could I hit it like batter up? All the time I keep it 100, you could add it up. Tell me when you had enough. Even though you moving forward, you could back it up. Like ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. 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 Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Very nice, very nice. So what's up, you guys? I gotta learn to get this a nice little fun drop to come on in, because I just let it just go and I'm like, here I am.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Price Ellis. He's got a few people that he's featured. You see that in the comments. With this one, Batter Up was with Darian Fields and Muskie. And so we were just commenting on the flow and the music and everything about it.
It's definitely got a good melody to it.
Yeah.
All 3 songs.
Yeah, very, very chill. And it's just like he is. He produced the entire album. And we're going to find out more about that when he gets in here and gets to talk about it all on his own with us. I'm very excited to see the process that he went through for that, because it's been some time. So I'm very excited. Price Ellis got us some music, and he is, I find he's one of the, I want to call him flowers, like one of the people that has such a good flow, a good cadence, and it's very smooth and a good voice. So nice, it's nice all the way around. Okay, so we're gonna get into a few things. We got some events we want to talk to you about, and then let's just let you know who Josh Sartain is. So Josh came out of the woodwork.
Kind of.
Kind of.
I've been around here and there for a couple years.
Yes.
Started with my band. Just want to shout them out real quick. It's the first thing you should always
Worst
do.
friends ever.
Worst friends forever. That's where I originated from. Yeah, I started my band back in August 2017, I believe, in my mother's garage. I don't know anything about music back then, so.
What do you mean you don't know anything about music?
So back then, I didn't know how to play an instrument. I didn't know how to write a song. I didn't know I didn't know any music fundamentals. I just basically knew I wanted to do something like that.
Oh, okay.
And so I hit up my drummer, which hit up his guitarist, and that's kind of how we
So you
started
just wanted
out.
to do it, and you're like, I'm just gonna do it. You
Yeah.
see that, you guys? That's inspiration.
I write poetry. I've been writing poetry for like over a decade, so I kind of turned some of my poetry into songs.
Oh yes.
And
absolutely.
so that's when I had the idea. I tried to join a couple bands in high school, but they're like, we write our own songs, and if you can't sing, no thanks.
Oh, okay.
So that's why I was like, all right, I'm gonna start my own band. You
Okay.
know?
So are you a singer or you're not a singer?
No.
You're not a singer, but you write lyrics?
Yeah, I help write lyrics. I help promote. I do more of the management, social marketing aspect of the band, and of course, I founded it.
And do you play an instrument?
No, not yet.
Oh, wow. So you really just brought this all together because you wanted to do it, even though you weren't in the capacity to do it. So
Yes.
you're like, I'm still going to do it.
But right now,
Ah,
I'm
nice.
currently learning sound, so that's live and recording sound.
Okay.
So at least I'm doing something.
How do you
music.
like that?
It's fun, honestly.
Like producing and stuff?
Something like that. It more like if it's live sound, it's like setting up all the PA, making sure sound checking and all of that.
The sound guy, sound tech.
Yes. Now, if
Okay,
it's in the studio, it's helping out with recording and all of that. So we're actually self-recording our LP. We're gonna release in probably the end of August.
Okay.
So right now we've been working on that.
Nice. Okay, so this is a new aspect. I haven't ever heard of anybody in a band that doesn't sing and doesn't play the instrument, but you're in the band.
Yeah, of course.
So a very important part. You brought it together, and this is something that you're doing absolutely well, because I think the first time I ever heard your name, I think it was on a flyer. I saw Necessary Noise. I met them over at the Channel Brewery.
They're pretty cool, man.
They are very cool, and they came out. We had them, interviewed them, and actually, Necessary Noise, besides Sala Rosa, are the two bands that I came across as rock bands, and I just needed more rock music. And I wasn't really in that scene to get more or to have more, and which is a beautiful thing why you're here. And this is why he's here, everybody. So Josh does rock music.
Yes.
He's in the scene. He plays many shows. To mention one that he's going to talk about in just a moment. And he also has that network, so he's able to bring in the rock music. So we're going to have a rock show for you guys. And it's called the Artist Hour. Let's talk about that.
So every Thursday night from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. is going to be the Artist Hour. And the Artist Hour is going to mainly focus on the art community and the rock community in Stockton, because there are so many rock bands in Stockton.
So excited.
They're either hidden or
they're out doing other things somewhere else.
Yeah, or they're undiscovered, or they're
undiscovered,
they're
in the garage
forming.
still.
Yeah. So I know how it feels to have my band, be undiscovered yet. It's not play our own first show. So that's why I kind of want to create a show based off that. But I also want to have diversity. I don't just want to have rock groups.
Right.
I want to have local artists, painters, whatever. Or like episode 2 is gonna have a hip hop artist.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'll have that, but the main thing will be rock.
Yeah.
Just like here, I'll have rock artists, but the main thing's like hip hop, R&B, rap,
And it's gonna be so cool because most of these artists I'm bringing in, I've either played with my band or I know personally, and they're really known in Stockton.
Yes.
And some of them aren't. So that's the whole point of getting this exposure for them to be known after the interview.
Yes, absolutely. And to have their music in rotation.
Of course.
So we need to get you guys' music in rotation. So the more we get it and how we get it, I think that's going to be great because you'll bring it in and we'll be able to share it on all the shows. You know, Ralph Furley, he takes it and he takes it up to the hills. So that's pretty cool.
That's so cool. I did not know that. So yeah, bring your band up in here, bring your artists, and then get your music played. And it's gonna be an hour, and the whole point is just to conversate. I don't really like sticking to a script.
Same.
And some of the bands I've heard their music, but I kind of want to get to know them first personally, and then dive into their music, because I don't want to go into their music, with biased opinions. I want to get to know them as a person, then an artist, and then start,
And I think it's great for all the viewers and listeners to be able to follow along and know that too. So I think that's pretty awesome. So you're going to be starting tonight, right?
Yes, actually.
So Thursdays.
It is. First episode tonight.
You guys got to tap in and tune in. Please tune in and support Josh and his show, okay?
It's going to be fun.
8 o'clock to 9 o'clock tonight. And it's going to be the first episode of the Artist
Pilot.
Hour.
Yep. And we're going to be bringing in The Bright Side of Suicide. And he's an individual that he sings, he plays the guitar. I think his main genre is pop punk. So he records all the instruments on like his music software and then plays it on his laptop. And then when he's playing live, he has that as the background and, plugs in a guitar and sings. So he's like a one-man band, which I think is so cool, man. And I just met up with him Tuesday, and he lives in Lodi, and kind of conversated for a good hour just to, touch up. And he's been sticking to Bright Side of Suicide for almost 2 decades now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he started that name when he was 16, 17, as a teenager.
And to think of that, Bright Side of Suicide.
And now he's like 33, 34, so to have that name stuck for over almost 2 decades is it's crazy. It's cool. And he's going to be bringing in acoustic guitar, so you get to hear him live too, a couple songs. And we're going to put a couple of songs off his EP he released 4 or 5 years ago on rotation, and his new EP coming out probably at the end of the year. So his first ever song that's never been played before is going to be up here.
That's always dope. Yep. So you guys get originals. And that's the beauty of being able to go live for you guys and coming in live and for you guys to tap in live. So we got Josh with Worst Friends Forever. Why Worst Friends Forever?
All right. So I started the name, I would say 3-4 years ago. I wrote a poem called Worst Friends Forever.
Okay.
And it's a 3-piece part. I wrote it when me and my best friend Matt, we were going through some issues, and we kind of stopped talking for a year. So I wrote it based off that, and then I had the idea of taking that and turning it into a band. And I've had the idea for a band all the way, through high school and stuff, but I kind of dropped it. So I started the band, and I tried to get it started, but the first attempt didn't really work. So I kind of just dropped it and finished my poetry. And then that's when summer of 2017, when I was working the arcade in the mall, is when my old college buddy, he told me he got kicked out of his mom's house. So he plays ukulele and can sing.
Oh, nice.
So I told him, yeah, you can crash in my garage for a couple of nights. That actually turned into 2-3 months. And that's how I started my band that way. Made our first song the same night he came over. That's when I started everything, all our social medias, everything. It was on a phone. And I wrote that song on the ukulele. And then, he was going to be our lead vocalist. That's when I brought in my old school friend who plays the drums, Jay. And then he brought in his good friend, Sai, who played the guitar. And that's kind of how we started. But me and my college buddy kind of had some following out, so I kicked him out of the band and the house.
Okay. It happens.
Yeah, it does. So that's when I brought in my other good friend from high school. His name's Joaquin. And he he sings really good. So my band actually started playing R&B and rock mixed. So it's weird to have originated from R&B to just straight alternative rock, because that's the type of singing he did. And my drummer, he drums, he's a gospel artist. And then my guitarist at the time, he played more like jazz. Then that's when I brought in my other friend, Donald, who played bass for us, who is now at Grade Blue. So we started playing at, like, our first show was at Taps Bar next to the movie theater when it was Taps. So we kind of had a groove R&B there, and then that went to Rillo's. So that's kind of how we kind of blew up, because there wasn't a band at the time who was playing R&B with a mixture of rock.
Right.
So
Nice.
that's kind of how we started. And then more lineups came in, changes, people left, people came in.
People would be surprised with how music, starting with gospel and R&B, being into rock, getting into rock. They would be surprised how that all plays in, because and even into being well refined into classical music, getting into rock. Because, for example, Metallica, they're classical art. They're literally, they have degrees in classical music.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that.
And they are super refined, and that's heavy metal, like rock. People think, oh my gosh, but no, that's very intricate music. And also with the singing, because being able to just carry those notes, and then it's like so much passion and all the same. So it can cross. People may think R&B gospel, but yeah, it can definitely cross into the genre of rock, because then you start to add all the instrumentals and can go harder.
Yep, and rock isn't just, heavy rock. Rock is, one thing I love about rock and roll is the guitar, man. It's just hearing a solo just go, it's crazy.
I like the electronics they put with it.
Yeah, some bands do that.
Because you can really get fun with that, like distortion pedals and all kinds of different things.
And that's what my guitarist now, Colin, does.
Nice.
He loves to have distortion.
I like digital delay, 3, not 5.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really see that much, but yes, I like that.
So what's cool about the band now is we can play, nice and clean, or we can kick up the distortion and just play really loud. And
nice, yeah.
So we kind of have both that turns, and we've actually had a lot of lineup changes.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of those changes and seeing you guys play live. Where can people, because you got something coming up that's in the woodwork.
We do.
Yes.
It's going to be our second time. So we're playing the San Joaquin County Fair.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera.
Yeah,
It'll go back.
Yeah.
But we're playing the San Joaquin County Fair June 14th from 5 to 6 p.m. It's going to be right there. And this is going to be our second year actually playing. We just wrapped up the Asparagus Festival in April, which was really fun. That was our second time playing too. The Asparagus Festival last year was fun. That was with our original lineup.
That was fun.
We played the Asparagus Festival this year with our new lineup, because we just added a new bassist a couple months ago. So the San Joaquin County Fair we're gonna play at it's called the community stage, and we're playing 5 to 6 p.m. It's gonna be an hour, and it's going to be so fun, because this year they have new management, which is so cool. It's actually right there. It's on that flyer.
Thank you.
And with the new management.
They do have new management. That's right.
It is.
That's right. Okay, great. This is going to be exciting.
So it's going to be a new feel for them. It's going to be our 4th time playing at the San Joaquin County Fairgrounds.
Okay, it's June 13th through the 16th. What day are you playing?
We're playing June 14th.
June 14th. Here it is on the
Which is
back.
that Friday?
June 14th, 5 to 6 p.m. Friday.
Yes.
Friday.
So go get a funnel cake.
Yeah.
Go on some rides. Come see us.
Don't throw up at the
Nah.
stage.
And then after,
joking.
maybe you can come some rides with us. It's gonna be fun. And what's also cool is we wrapped up playing actually Battle of the Bands at UOP. The same week we played the Asparagus Festival. So we got added on to Battle of the Bands. We played against 2 other bands from the North Bay area. And they both were cool. And we ended up winning. So with
Nice.
that, we got an 8-hour studio time with UOP at their studio,
Very dope.
which is going to be in October. So that's going to be definitely fun.
Yeah.
I do eventually want to bring in my band onto the artist hour.
Absolutely. You guys, we have to have him have his band. I mean,
Yeah, of course.
you couldn't not have your band.
No, and
Well,
it's so cool that episode 1 airs tonight, and I already have 10 episodes already booked full of content.
nice. And you guys, stay tuned with Josh. He's got great things in store for all of you, for the entire community, for all of the artists, for everybody that is collaborating with them, working with them, and staying in the network. You guys definitely want to tap in with Josh with everything that he's doing for the artists and just getting these shows out there. He's going to have some amazing things down the way. We're looking forward to having him here at the Voice of San Joaquin in Stockton, formerly KXVS radio station here. And his new show, The Artist Hour, on Thursdays, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. He will have live artists coming in. You want to follow every single one of them because you don't know if they're going to be giving you an original piece or if you've heard it before.
Can
but
I name a
either way,
couple throughout the 10 weeks?
it's going to be your show, you guys. We're going to walk him along this process. We're going to make sure that he's going to stay successful.
Yep.
Everything that you can
It's so
dream,
cool.
you can do.
There's so much support
if you want to do
with
it,
this show already.
yes, if you want to do it, if it's not outside guidelines other than, content and destroying property, it will be a great addition to what you have already dreamt up in your mind.
So like a couple artists, like I named Bright Side of Suicide is tonight, and then I'm actually bringing in Sala Rosa. That's gonna be, believe I got him booked for July 4th, and then another big known artist, Accidentally Murdered.
Accidentally Murdered.
It's
Very
a metal
interesting.
band.
Very interesting.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
I want to add diversity.
That's going to be exciting because there's a lot of bands that are, as you mentioned, haven't been discovered yet and coming out of the woodwork. And this will probably be definitely something they would be inspired by and have a feeling that I have a place to go.
Yeah.
So I think that's going to be a great thing. I'm looking forward to really helping you grow that here and become a really solid thing here in the community. So please, everybody, let's support Josh. Let's support the Artist Hour. Let's stick with him and all the artists that he's going to be bringing in. And stick with us in just a moment because we're going to get ready to put some music on and go to break because we have some artists coming in that he's going to be my co-host. So we're going to stick with it. He's going to stay with us and you're going to stay with him for tonight all the way through 8 p.m. You're going to tap in with him and his band that he's going to be sharing, not his band, but a band that he's going to be sharing.
Again, Bright Side of Suicide.
Right
Catch
Side
it.
of Suicide. Yes. And so you guys are going to be staying tuned for Inborn Native. They're coming through. They got new things in the woodworks as well. And I'm going to go ahead and be getting to you those horoscopes and recapping with you what happened over at the Vibe Worldwide last night. That was pretty amazing. So shout out to Brandon Wiggins and Andrea Kitten Perry. Together they are Tiger Kitten Productions, and they do amazing things, bringing in a platform for R&B artists.
Actually, I met her.
Actually, it's for
I met
everybody.
her a couple months ago.
Yeah, last
She's
night
cool.
was pretty eclectic, I have to say. It was a very good range of people that came to compete, and it wasn't just R&B. It wasn't just jazz. So it was nice. It was very eclectic. You had rock singers, gospel singers. You had somebody who did a mixture of R&B and then into a hip-hop flow.
I remember a couple months
Very
back,
nice.
I've seen them promoting that event actually.
That was part 4 last night.
Really?
So yes, they consistently do this and they're growing and growing the more they do it. And I say to everybody, support them as well, because this is a platform. People are coming out from San Jose. People are coming out from all over. It's not just the San Joaquin County. It's not just the Bay Area or the Valley. We're networking and they're doing that and they are bringing that, and people want to compete. People want to be out there and network. So that is definitely a way that they can do that. They can get out there, they can call it a competition, but in the same respect, it's like this is what we do, and then they're meeting new people that they can now collaborate and build with. And
Of course.
that's the amazing thing about it. And that's the amazing
And
thing
it's
about what
already
you're
part
doing.
4 already.
It's already part 4. So you guys stay tuned. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of music here in rotation. I'm going to put one song on, and then I'm going to get to your horoscopes, and then we're going to get into the Inborn Native. So I'm just going to Oh, do you have, let's see, a preference of anything by chance? Price Ellis I put in because he was the first one okay, he recently sent in new music, so he was the first one in rotation. New music by him, Price Ellis, and his people, and few people that he's collaborated with. You'll see those in the comments.
I don't want to be biased, but I do have a preference.
Okay.
If you could play our music, that would be
Of
dope.
course, this is your segment. Are you in here?
Yes, we are.
Perfect. Okay, you guys. Okay,
You should play
haven't-
Mr. Ice Cream Man.
okay, because I was gonna say I don't know who put these in there. I haven't previewed them yet.
No, they're all previewed. They're all good. The
Okay.
first.
So they're all clean. No
Yeah.
guessing. Okay,
no,
great.
They're all clean. You should put Ice Cream Man.
Okay, you guys, this is Worst Friends Forever, Mr. Ice Cream Man. And this is his band, you guys. This is Sartain. Stay tuned with him for the Artist Hour on Thursdays, 8 to 9. What's up, everybody? It's your girl, RawNé, and you are tuning in to Rise and Shine 209, the voice of San Joaquin and Stockton's morning show.
This is